Hi Capricorn, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you helped pledge towards my Kickstarter, you helped me absolutely smash the goal. I'm so grateful, and I just want to say a massive thank you to all of you that did. There's still time. If you want to get a goodie for somebody as a present, etc., you can do so on the link in the description box below until the 20th of December. And then for those of you that are interested, if you ever wanted an FLP session with me, you can get that and so much more for a fraction of the cost on the winter solstice alignment session, which is on the 21st of December. Obviously we're going to be tapping into the magic of the solstice and that huge event that's taking place that the internet has is awash with. So if you want to be a part of it, get your seat. With that said, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So this I find really interesting because you've got the World card, which actually represents your ruler Saturn, and mine too as an Aquarius. And what I find really interesting about this card literally stands for a completion of a cycle, the end of an era, the end of not an age, because that would be more the Judgment card, but this card literally represents a fresh start. It represents that moment where you get over the hill and you can look back and go, it was a journey, but it was worth it. This is going to be this entire week is going to have so many moments of clarity, so many moments of understanding, so many moments where you can look back over your life, maybe over the last few years, and say to yourself, you know what, none of it was easy, but I've learned so much. This is going to be a week where you'll be able to see just exactly how you've gained. This was going to be a week as well that is going to highlight to you how bright the sun truly does shine on you, and will shine ever more on you from here on in, as especially, I mean, by the time we get to the end of this week, we move into your season, and it's going to be the first Capricorn season that we've had in nearly 3 years where there hasn't been so much going on in your sign. And I think you, along with the Aquarius people, are going to be so happy about this. So with that said, let's get into it. For your actions and options, you have the 8 of Pentacles. New work, new responsibilities, new skills, new energy is coming into your professional life, and not because somebody else is giving it to you, because you are going out to get it and make it happen. So while everybody else is kind of, I mean, don't get me wrong, you're going to do all the holiday stuff, right? But while everybody else has their sights set on that, you are going to already be focusing elsewhere. Your energy is going to be on almost like, you know what else can I do? How can I build myself up? And more importantly, what are the skills that I need going forward? What is this new version of me going to require? What is this new life that I'm stepping into? What is it asking from me? This is going to be a great week for discovering all of this. For your communications and conversations, you have the Knight of Swords. So this week, you could be feeling that sort of, it's like, I'll give you a perfect example of this, right? Because when it comes to your work, when it comes to communication, when it comes to pretty much everything, this is like, like the martial artists, they train with weights on their wrists and their feet, and they train their kicks and their punches with those weights. And they do that for so long, and they increase the weight to the point where when you take it off, they're lightning quick. It's just like, phew. This could be the way that your speech and your communication comes across this week. And for some people, it might be because you're feeling this energy and this lightness now. You could come across as like, wow, okay, somebody's moving really fast or speaking really fast, or maybe even, you might even come across as even a little bit aggressive. And I don't think it's that. I just think it's now that you've got all of this newfound strength because of everything that you've had to go through to get to this point, and now that the heaviness and some of the burdens have been released, it's like you know, it's just like this explosion and expansion of energy. So just consider that. And, you know, I've often said to Capricorns, not everybody can work as hard as you can. This week you might want to consider that not everybody can work as fast as you can or move as fast as you can. Yes, I'm talking to Capricorns who are known for moving slow and steady, but do you see what I mean? This is just something to be aware of. And remember as well, yours is the cardinal earth sign. Cardinal, this is about moving, it's about starting something, it's about generating something. It's that impetus, that first moment where you push off the floor to take a step, you know, that's cardinal energy. For your money and materials, you have the Queen of Cups. So what I like about this for you guys is that it suggests to me you're going to be thinking long and hard about how to nourish and nurture your own finances. So for a lot of you, this is going to be you very focused on the career. This is going to see you really focused on how do I get the most out of what I'm doing, and if it doesn't pay me what I feel I'm worth, what am I going to do about it? Well, it looks like a lot of you have already started looking at something else. Maybe some of you as well might be making a sideways move. So you'll be staying within the company, but you'll be going to something that either pays more, maybe gives you more responsibility. When it comes to your finances as well, this could be a week where you really start to understand how the money that you have, or the resources that you have, could be put to better use. This is where you're going to really start to love on your money and your resources and your materials. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, your stomach, there's going to be a week of anxiety, but there just might be so much energy, obviously this is the time of year for overindulging, and it might be as well that maybe you're so busy that you don't have time to eat properly, so you're just pick, snack, it may be eating, crappy or shabby food, and then you kind of think like, oh, I feel sluggish because of it. When it comes to the home and the environment, quite frankly, this is just about you creating the best space that you can for all those that you love and care about. I actually feel like this is going to be, a relatively, considering the year that we have and everything that's happening at the moment, I think this is going to be a relatively good year, a relatively good time of year, sorry. For your love and relations, you have the Three of Swords. So for some of you, because you've got this with the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Cups, so for some of you, this week could be a moment where you bury a hatchet. It's going to require you to swallow a lot of something. Maybe for some of you it's humble pie. Maybe for some of you it's actually that person deserves to get a piece of my mind, but you know what? I'm just going to squash it. This could be something, this could be you letting go of something, and it's in your love and relations. So this could be a family member, a sibling, a cousin, a parent, maybe even with a partner for a select few of you. Maybe, there's something that you wanted to pick up with a partner and then thought, you know what, it's just not worth it. Do you know what I mean? And it's not about turning the other cheek or anything like that. It's about you truly asking yourself, is this worth my time and my energy? And then for your those of you that are partnered, single even, honestly, I think for a lot of you, this is going to be you cutting the cord with a situationship. I just feel like if there's someone that's been around that you've been umming and ahhing with the longest time, this is going to see you kind of saying, actually, you know what? It's done, and I think I'm going to leave it done. So a really, really interesting and very powerful week for you guys. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.